I want to share a story about how I was able to lower my blood sugar in just 24 hours. When my numbers started creeping up, I knew I had to act fast. It wasn't just about what I ate, but how I approached the situation. I'm not going to claim that there's a magic bullet, but there are small, strategic steps you can take to help get things under control. Before we continue, I'd like to tell you about Dietary, a powerful blend of 13 natural ingredients specifically designed for diabetics. Dietary is a science-driven supplement that not only supports healthy blood sugar levels, but also enhances insulin sensitivity and promotes overall wellness. You can find it on dietary.com. You can find the link in the description. And now, let's get back to the video. When I saw that my blood sugar levels were higher than they should be, I didn't panic. I decided to break down the problem in simple terms. What can I do right now that will make an impact in the short term? One of the first things I realized was that controlling blood sugar quickly is all about balance. Not just avoiding certain foods, but keeping your body active, hydrated, and in tune with what it needs. So, I took a deep breath and made a plan. The first thing I focused on was cutting back on carbohydrates. That meant skipping bread, pasta, and anything with added sugar for the day. Instead, I filled my plate with vegetables like spinach, cucumbers, and peppers, all low-carb, fiber-rich options that wouldn't spike my sugar levels. When I did eat something with carbs, I made sure it was from whole, unprocessed sources like quinoa or sweet potatoes in small portions. These kinds of carbs digest slower, which can prevent sharp rises in blood sugar. There's research to back this up, too. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that low-carb, high-fiber diets are linked to improved blood sugar control, especially for people with type 2 diabetes. But just eating low-carb isn't the whole story. I knew I had to stay active to help my body use up the glucose that was already in my system. So, I made it a point to move after every meal. This wasn't some marathon workout. I just walked for 15 to 20 minutes around my neighborhood. Walking helps muscles use glucose for energy, which can lower blood sugar levels fairly quickly. According to a study published in Diabetes Care, light physical activity after meals has been shown to significantly improve blood glucose levels, especially for those who have type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. As the day went on, I made sure to drink plenty of water. I'd read somewhere that dehydration can make your blood sugar levels rise, so I didn't want to risk it. By drinking enough water, I was helping my kidneys flush out any excess sugar through urine. There's actually evidence that staying hydrated can assist in lowering blood sugar levels. A study from diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and obesity found that people who drank more water had a lower risk of high blood sugar. Plus, water is pretty much the easiest thing to add to your routine, so I made it a goal to drink consistently throughout the day. Another interesting trick I tried was adding a little apple cider vinegar to my day. It sounds strange, but I took about a tablespoon mixed in water before meals, and it seemed to make a difference. Research from the Journal of Functional Foods suggests that apple cider vinegar can help improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar spikes after eating. The vinegar's acetic acid slows the digestion of carbs, which keeps your blood sugar from shooting right up after a meal. It's a small thing, but I felt like every little bit helped. Of course, the day wasn't just about eating or drinking the right things. I knew stress and sleep played a big role in my blood sugar, too. Stress triggers the release of hormones like cortisol, which can increase blood sugar levels. I made an effort to relax by doing some breathing exercises and practicing mindfulness. Just taking a few minutes to calm my mind had a noticeable effect on how I felt. Sleep is another big factor. Poor sleep can lead to higher blood sugar levels the next day. I made sure to get to bed at a reasonable time and limit my screen time before bed, which helped me fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. So, with all these little actions working together, by the end of the day, I started to feel more in control. But here's where things got interesting. Late in the evening, I tested my blood sugar again and saw it had gone down significantly. This wasn't just a lucky break. It was a result of the choices I made throughout the day. I kept to the plan, stuck with it, and saw real results in just 24 hours. Now, here's the part I've been waiting to share. There's one more thing I did that had a noticeable impact on my blood sugar, and it's something you might not expect. Before bed, I decided to do a little resistance training. Nothing too crazy, just some bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups for about 10 minutes. It turns out resistance training can help increase insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar levels even after you've finished working out. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that people who engage in resistance training see significant improvements in their blood glucose control. This final push really made a difference for me, and I think it helped bring my numbers down even more overnight. The next morning, I woke up feeling more energized, and my blood sugar levels reflected the changes from the day before. It wasn't just about the drop in numbers. I felt more in control of my body and my choices. What struck me most was how these small, manageable steps, when done together, had such a quick and noticeable impact. It reminded me that taking care of your health doesn't always require massive overhauls. Sometimes it's the little shifts in your routine that make all the difference. And the best part? These strategies aren't just a one-time fix, but habits that can help maintain balance over the long run. The confidence I gained from knowing that I could lower my levels in 24 hours sparked a new sense of control over my health. It wasn't about feeling restricted or overwhelmed, but empowered by the idea that small, thoughtful actions could keep things steady. Moving forward, I knew these steps would become part of my daily routine, helping me stay on top of my blood sugar and maintain that balanced feeling both physically and mentally. So, that's what I did. I didn't take any drastic measures, but by making mindful choices and keeping my body active and fueled the right way, I saw results in just one day. While everyone's body responds differently, these small, simple actions worked for me. If you're looking to lower your blood sugar quickly, it might be worth trying out a few of these strategies to see how they work for you. Just remember that consistency is key, and sometimes the little things add up to big changes.